What if the reason you feel stuck is because the game you're playing has no real goal? Or worse, what if you're not playing any game at all? You don't need more motivation. You need a game worth winning. Hi, Tree Seekers. Shirley from AXSIOM. We make practical philosophy simple so you can think clearly, live freely, and stop wasting time on things that don't work. And today we're talking about the real reason people lose interest in life and what to do about it. When we say life, we're really talking about understanding. And understanding comes from three things working together: connection, agreement, and communication. The more you understand, the more alive and capable you become. Life is always trying to understand, but when it runs into something it can't make sense of, it stalls and gets confused. In fact, real understanding is life. And when these three elements, connection, agreement, and communication, align, you get clarity and power. That's not just existing, that's living with purpose. And how do we grow that understanding? Life gives us problems and we solve them. That's how we grow, learn, and move forward. Think of a toddler learning to walk. At first, they don't understand balance or how their legs really work. They fall a lot, but each fall is a problem. And every time they stand up again, they're trying to solve it. Through falling, observing, and adjusting, they learn. That's life in motion. It's the same pattern you'll see later in life, like when someone learned to play guitar. Different stage, same cycle, confusion, effort, adjustment, and finally progress. Life moves forward when we engage with it like that. So, life is really the ongoing game of not knowing something, facing it, and figuring it out. Every time you do, you level up. Every time you don't, you stall. That's why understanding is life. And the journey to understanding is the game. Life is a game. A game is made up of wins, challenges, and a goal to reach. Here's how that works. Imagine you're learning to play guitar. The goal is to be able to play your favorite song. The challenge is learning chords, getting your fingers used to the strings, and practicing regularly. The wins are the breakthroughs. Your first clean chord, the first full song, or the first time someone compliments your playing. That's how life works too. You have a purpose, you hit obstacles, and you grow by overcoming them. That's what makes it a game worth playing. And just like learning to walk or mastering a guitar, life doesn't stop at one challenge. It continues through a variety of roles, goals, and stages. To fully engage with life, you must recognize that it's made up of many different games, big and small. There's a game of being a boss, an employee, a love partner, a parent, even being a truth seeker, a creative, or a rebel. What matters is that you choose your games and play them fully. Otherwise, someone else will write the rules for you. Games are what make life exciting. They give us purpose, pushback, and progress. Now think about this. What happens when the games you're playing have too many barriers and hardly any wins? When the obstacles pile up, the goals feel unreachable, and the rewards are either delayed or non-existent. You burn out, you lose motivation. Life starts to feel like a grind instead of a game. Look around. People are stuck in jobs where nothing changes. Relationships go nowhere. Health routines drag on with no visible progress, like someone who's worked the same job for years without growth. A partner stuck in a lifeless relationship, or someone going to the gym daily but seeing no changes. The lack of wins wears them down. When a game stops feeling winnable, people check out, or worse, they invent smaller, more destructive games just to build something again. And sometimes life shrinks down to just one desperate game, survival. Think about the millions of people around the world whose only goal each day is their next bowl of food. No career growth, no personal development, just making it to tomorrow. That's still a game, but one with crushing barriers and very few wins. It shows how important it is to help people rise out of survival mode and into a game where real purpose and progress are possible. But what about when someone has no games left at all? That's when life starts to shut down. You see this in people who retire with no new purpose. The job's gone, the structure is gone, the daily wins are gone, and so is the reason to wake up in the morning. The result? A rapid decline in energy, health, and even will to live. It's not age that kills people after retirement, it's the loss of a game. Without a game to play, the spirit gives up, the body follows. You need something to strive for, something that pushes back, something that matters, whether it's learning a new skill, helping others, starting a passion project, or just becoming the strongest version of yourself. Life demands a game. And if you don't choose one, the game of D-time will choose you. And it doesn't stop with retirement. Others face it too. Take the very successful businessman who reaches the pinnacle of his career. He's achieved everything he set out to do, made the money, built the empire. He's got no more real challenges left, and suddenly he's bored. That's not just boredom, that's a life with no current gain. You might feel restless, depressed, or even start sabotaging what he's built just to feel alive again. Because when the game ends, whether it's through success or failure, you must start a new one. Without it, even the most accomplished person begins to wither. Success doesn't end the game of life. It just signals it's time for a better one. Let's look at Sally, an expert gymnast. She's been dominating her field for years. No one has beaten her. She's flawless, unbeatable, and bored. She once thrived on the challenge. Every routine, every competition was a new level to master. But now there's nothing left to push against. No opponents, no new goals, no uncertainty. Eventually she walks away, not because she isn't capable, but because the game ended. Without a fresh challenge, even mastery loses its meaning. Even winning becomes meaningless if the game has nothing left to offer. That's why even in success, we must create new games, new targets, new levels, new ways to grow. Because the moment there's no game left to play, life starts to fade. And that's why understanding this concept is so important. Life isn't just something that happens to you, it's something you engage with. When you see life as a series of games, you gain the power to shape it, direct it, and create meaning out of it. Whether you're facing hardship or enjoyed success, your quality of life depends on the games you choose or fail to choose. If you want to stay alive in the most profound sense, you need to keep playing. So what game am I choosing to play now? Does it stretch me? Does it give me a reason to wake up excited? The right game brings clarity, direction, energy, and hope. Without it, everything withers. So take control. Ask yourself, what's the game I'm choosing to play now? Is it stretching me? Is it giving me a purpose worth waking up for? Because the quality of your life isn't measured by comfort, but by the depth of the game you're playing. And is it one worth winning? Maybe you're fighting to build a better world, like Storm, ready to take on the chaos and rewrite the rules. Or maybe you're like Clark, finally seeing that the theories weren't enough and realizing it's time to live your truth, not just study it. Or perhaps you Grace, finally stepping out of the hamster wheel and saying, I want a game. I actually want to win. This week's challenge is simple. Find one area in your life where you've stopped playing and choose a new game to start. Let it be real. Let it matter. Let it stretch you. Let me know in the comments, what game are you choosing this week? And if this helped you see things differently, hit that like button, subscribe, tap the bell so you don't miss the next week's treat. If you're serious about playing a better game in life, don't wait. Go to AXSIOM.com and check out the courses that we're launching. This won't be around forever. The tools we're building are powerful, practical, and designed to help you create a real win. Question everything, even yourself, because one truth understood and applied can change your life. And the game of life isn't over until you stop playing.